Yeah, stop.
The Budget Committee, July 16, 2018.
Yeah.
The pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Since Tracy's not here, you want to take it? Somebody, yes, can somebody, since Tracy's not here, somebody take minutes? And you can just do it right on the back page, eh? Or- You got one, I need one there. So we'll start with, do you need one? I need one.
Looks like I just need a box.
That'll do it. Do you want two now?
No, I have two, or will later when I find out.
So we'll start with old business. I have the minutes from the June meeting. I read them all. I don't know if y'all get all set with them. If you are, you can make a motion to accept the minutes as read. I cannot do
I'll
that.
make the motion to accept the minutes as read.
I cannot do that.
Second.
So, Bonnie?
Ross.
No, I can't. Bonnie made the motion
Okay, hold
to
on.
accept
Give
the
me a
minutes
second.
as read. That's okay.
Slow here. And
Ken seconded.
And then
Call.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
An
Yeah,
abstention.
because
I
Janet
wasn't
wasn't
here.
here.
I have to
So
abstain
1, 2,
too.
3, 4 yays, 2 abstentions.
Janet. Thank you. That is under old business.
Do we need it?
Be right there, 'cause she did more than I do.
I don't want to get water on them, so I'm gonna stick with it. Okay, so follow-up minutes from, actually, I'm gonna go back again. Follow-up items from the June Budget Committee. I don't necessarily think there, I think there might have been a couple of things for Ken Gary from the school side. Since Ken isn't here, he can't speak to it, so, there was just some about the repair, the vehicle repair lines. Oh, did you have an email?
No.
Okay. And then, so we'll, I guess, defer that until next meeting when Ken's available. And then it was the town budget, we had just, I guess, maybe, I don't think we really had any follow-up items.
I think we just went over it, to,
Yeah.
you know,
And we
highlight some
just-
of the stuff that's higher than what where we should
Yep.
be.
Yep.
But basic, if you wanna move into that, up to you.
Yeah, so okay, with that said, let's go to, we can go to the budget, yeah, we'll go to the expenditures. And overall, where are we at now?
So basically, we should be at 51.92% year to date.
51.92?
Yeah, we're at 46.52,
Okay.
so almost 5.5% below.
So the second one was?
First one was we should be at 51.92%. And we're at actual 46.52%.
So the 46 you'll see at the end of the thing.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, all right.
I'm just
sorry.
making sure I put something in on that.
Okay?
So I guess we'll just,
Yeah, if you want to cruise down through it, some of the stuff
Yeah.
we've already talked about, stuff like that, it's just
Yeah.
going to carry over from week to week to week, month to month to month,
right.
so. But,
So we aren't gonna expect to see any more expenditures on the computer or support, you think, Joe?
if it is, it's something unforeseen to us,
Okay.
okay, but no. I mean, I never say.
I know being at the, but I think the bulk of that's already come through,
Yes.
so. And I tried, so if you notice, they're all double, guys' stuff's all double-sided, because mine isn't, but, because mine's the original, so I'm like, I guess they don't pay for something.
I don't know if you guys, Laura usually, our last meeting, when the department heads and the treasurer's report was pending, and her, town clerk and sitting in, and if I remember right, we were pretty close to, $870,000 in the town.
Yeah, so
So,
yes, so what was in the box, and this is what after, like, what we have for the expenditures
Okay,
is,
that's what.
I have the June and May deposit journals. So we can go through those after.
870,000
That makes-
unreserved,
Yeah,
in the unreserved? Okay.
it's straight on there, like
Yeah.
that, so she'll have
Yeah,
it.
that's okay, I got it, yeah.
So,
I just wanted to know if that's what you were referring to.
Honestly, Gina, I'm not gonna BS you guys like that. Right now, we do have at least one million
yeah,
in the fund balance, okay? It's 1.78,
yeah,
okay, so it's like 1.2 because we operate off of $500,000 all
Right.
the time, we leave
Yep.
it there. So it's close to one, and we've had a lot of people paying off back taxes, property sales and stuff like that, which is all stuff that has to come to town, so.
With the bonds and everything, how much are they requiring that you keep in there, do you know?
Well, the school has, the only one we have is the school, and that's something that we, whatever, but,
Even with,
no, but the rule of thumb is you talk to DRA, you get one, you talk
you're
to
supposed to
municipality
maintain
like
between
that.
17 and 18%.
They tell you you can operate on 5%, which doesn't make sense because you have a problem, you're up a creek about half.
5%, yeah.
We have a dollar amount, we don't go under $500,000.
No, I'm not talking about what DRA requires. With the bond, with the loans you have out on equipment and stuff, has the banks required that you keep a certain amount in there? Okay.
Nope.
I know at one time they did.
No, I think that when, I can't speak how, like that, if you've done a Bradstreet rating, drop below a certain percentage point like that, they'll make those recommendations.
Okay,
If your credit's in good standing as a town, stuff like that, they waive those off,
okay.
so. Basically, that's how that works.
Right.
And the town has been, pretty good for a long time, so.
Okay.
Is that an official number, like you said, or out for public?
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it's taxpayer money.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
the
what I'm saying.
current town is,
178
right here.
Mhm.
okay,
1.7, or what, actually 1.8, I guess if you want to round.
Round it up to 1.8, so. Because that may be a little bit different since that was printed too, maybe more.
Yeah, this was as of June.
Yeah, you won't be
whenever
too
she-
far off. I
Right.
mean, we did have a big nut to pay this month in school, so only $250,000, but, you know, then you take that and minus that, we still 1.5,
Yeah,
so we're in a pretty good spot. So,
The only question I have in this whole thing is on the school patrol, I thought we stopped that line,
what
Because-
page?
page 3,
Page?
and the police.
Yeah. School patrol,
Yeah,
yes.
school patrol, 2025. I thought they were gonna do
Year-to-date
that.
budget, nothing.
yeah, but see, yeah, because Jan, see, they put it in the actual, and then they think the remaining budget, they took it out, didn't they?
Right.
So it's,
Okay.
I think,
So you took it
but
out.
right, I think,
Yes,
right, I
we
think
closed
they
the
got.
line, we closed the line, and during the budget process, we took that money away from the
Yeah.
police department and says, part of your duties anyhow is patrolling, and we're not paying extra for that.
When it says at the top year-to-date actual, I actually was thinking that it was what they spent. And I'm saying, why, if we took it out of there?
so that just transferred?
To another
No.
line. Did we get transferred to another line, Joe? Oh, I thought
No.
it did. Oh, I'm sorry.
We had already spent some of it,
Yeah.
we had always spent some of it from January to whatever,
Oh,
okay? So basically, once we made the cuts and the town voted for it, it stopped at that point,
oh,
okay? So they'll never, you know, and then that line, we can use that line and rename it for something else. We should have left a $1 in it so we could do that, and we zeroed that out,
So if you ever wanted to open up again?
right, we're in trouble for that, so, I mean, so that line really doesn't exist.
Does that need to be a motion or anything like that?
I said, that's a Bush Selectmen stuff,
Okay.
okay, for us to take care of that, so.
And where was it transferred to? Just a general?
It's not
place?
transferred.
Yeah.
That was expended,
Okay,
okay, and now the line's completely gone, okay, so,
Okay.
there's no longer gonna be anything under that, so. You know, that was a Tim Brown, Randy Sobel thing like that, the new school, extra manpower, gonna be down the school like that, we have to bring a guy in and stuff like that. Well, if you're doing your job, not sitting in the office, you can be down and doing it, patrolling, don't worry about it.
Right.
Honestly, and they wanted over $30,000. That 15 is just half the year because we start from September until March vote, so 6 months, 30, so 15,000. And at that point, you know, no. That's just like giving them a few extra dollars down there to spend money willy-nilly for them. We didn't want to do that, so we took it out. And the chief is fine with that, he has his stance, he says it's fine, he says, right, we should build a patrol in anyhow.
Exactly.
I have to say that when we were down offices, at one point when Chief Sobel was still here, whatever, we were down some manpower, and we had to pay a lot of overtime for people coming during the day to run shifts like that, and that money actually came out of somewhere. But it's all basically a bottom line budget, so you look at the police department, they can, once you give them that money, they can utilize it any way they need to in payroll. And as long as they don't go over budget, you can't say anything about it. And by law, every department is allowed to be 10% of the budget. So,
Quick question,
Sure.
on the capital reserve fund for the highway building, we have 10, is this actually spent, because that was, the 10,000 is what we put in the budget for this year?
Right.
But then it's already has money in there?
Yes.
Okay, so that's why it looks like,
Yeah.
like this, okay.
Which line?
The capital reserve fund highway building,
So every year at town meeting,
it's the last page.
every year at town meeting, everybody, Rick puts it on like that, we put it on for the reserve, there's put like $10,000 into it, $10,000.
Capital reserve.
So it's just basically, we're taking out money that's
And
accumulated.
and you're gonna see some of that money, probably a lot of it's gonna be probably gone here, because they're doing the work down there,
Yeah.
it comes out of that, so.
So the simple way to putting that down for the highway building is have what?
Well, then, it's just a carry, the 10,000 that's in here is
Yeah.
just for this year, but the money has accumulated from,
Okay.
they haven't spent money that's built up from the prior years.
Okay, and it
So-
shows as an expenditure.
Which one? I've had mine for about a week, so I'm gonna say probably a week.
What?
But this is up until the end of June, this is not, this
Yes,
has nothing to
correct.
do with July, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I got this
That's what I meant.
last Monday's, I think it was up in the box.
Right.
Because then that means the money that I gave Janet to deposit into
Wouldn't show up
expendable
on-
trust fund will be on here.
Right, it'll be on the next one, it should be on the next one, absolutely.
Gotcha.
Yep. So,
So anybody, any questions, other questions about expenditures? So also included in the package was the deposits from May and deposits from June. So I don't know how, if you wanna look at them individually separate, or if you just wanna look at June. So June would be year to date, I'm gonna assume.
It was printed 6/5.
I didn't do.
Yes, yes, I know.
Okay, I'm just saying, I should've seen you trying to photocopy this stuff. So, yeah, so. So we've taken in 1.4 million on taxes. Wow.
so down by your finger, Roxanne, on your back page,
This one?
see that very bottom, 2,400,000?
Yeah.
What's that, like gross
It
receipts?
says gross
year to date?
receipts, yeah.
That's anything the town brings in for money gross, that's taxes, that's sales of building, property, back taxes,
Oh, so that's just.
dog licenses,
Oh,
everything.
really? It's included in here? Oh,
Everything,
okay.
registration money, so,
Oh, really? Interesting.
so in six months, we've taken $2.4 million in. Of course, that's just revenue coming in, there's no expenses going up.
What is this? Sign
What?
Oh, this is, oh, so the month today,
The last page. There's all that. Adjustments they had to make.
Yes.
so if you look at June, you have one, I think this looks like it's month to date, we took in 1.4 million, year to date, we took in 2.4. So we've taken in both of it in June, which would make sense because that's what the taxes. And I would actually see, I bet you July's even gonna have a big bump because they were due July 10th for the taxes.
Quick question, sale of municipal properties, 35. And then 101, those are sales of tax properties.
Yes, liens, yeah, that's what, sale of that property that has no buildings on it like that, maybe less than a quarter acre that somebody's merged in, that we just get it off the tax rolls. And the biggest part of what we're doing is any piece of property that somebody wants to decide, somebody wanna buy it and merge it,
Well,
that's what we're doing. So now it's actually now become taxable property, okay, because they've merged it, and that's the deal. We'll give you a deal on it to get rid of it, okay? That goes into the town. And then on top of it, they merge, and then we get the tax on it. And we clean it up, because the liability is huge, anybody that starts on our property to the town, so. Yep. I can't imagine we have a heck of a lot left. And there's still more out there, but I can't
Yeah,
imagine.
there's
we have a
not
lot.
too much more, I don't think,
So,
out
I
there.
mean-
More stuff down by the lake, there seems to be like one
Small,
road.
little tiny
One
chunks
road
of
that
it.
seems to be, I don't
It's
know.
just little chunks of it. but-
Right.
Yeah. Well, I think I told you last meeting that TD Bank
Right, yeah.
had a situation, we brought in $58,000 just for them alone, one property.
Would that be that one that's in here?
Could be part of it.
Oh, okay, which I was gonna say, cause I'm like.
We had another one that was like $6,000, they
Right.
went down and they
Yeah.
put the police tape around it like that, the police did, the property, the guy mowed it like that, so he's been there pretty handy, like that. Do not enter, so, you know, whatever, town-owned property, they took the police barrier, the yellow tape, and sectioned it all off. Guy, what are you doing on my property? I'm sorry, I said, but that's not your property longer.
Because
You
you
didn't
paid
do
for
it, you haven't paid your taxes in 3 years, town's taking it. Well, that afternoon, he had the money up at this town.
That's not that works.
Hey, the cop, and then,
Whatever works.
and I can tell you, the word goes out with the cops, to make sure they get the right lot and the map and that lot number, so they know exactly what they're doing. They do it, not her, and you don't wanna take it down unless the cops, they tell you, go ahead and take it off. So, they're very good at helping out that way, so.
16 building permits, 13 building permits, excellent.
Yeah, it seems to be.
How are things coming with the tower?
Basically, there's a lot of movement on it today. We do have, T-Mobile has approached the town, and have nothing to do with the other deal, okay? And they they found a spot they'd like to put a cell tower, it's town-owned property, and, they met the gentleman today at 1 o'clock, and I wasn't part of the meeting, so I can't really speak to what happened, but they're very, 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 very interested in putting a cell tower, okay?
Talk's cheap.
Well, no, T-Mobile, they've been pounding us for like
Good.
3 months now to get another one.
Good.
Then we still have the one down here,
Mhm.
that same company down there, they still want to put one up at New Durham Pit too. And the monies from this one is generated, goes right into the highway building fund, the highway, we
So
have
is
it,
this one up and running?
not yet.
Okay.
But,
By
but
the-
according to
by fall,
Roger,
by-
it's gonna be like the first, one of the first ones.
It is, and
with
it
this
should be
whole
by
program.
September, October, they're saying, okay? So, let's say
Started or finished?
finished, up and operating, okay?
It takes too much.
So, that money's designated to go
September.
into the building fund for the highway garage, okay?
Okay.
The money up at New Durham was never part of that package, because that came in after we made the decision.
Mhm.
It'd be my thing for us to go ahead and maybe use that money as well. If T-Mobile comes in, the money generated from that, we can use for extra buildings and stuff like that, that may have to have some work done, and take some of that relief off of the taxpayers, like for the building here, to maintain and stuff like that sort of thing. You
How
know,
much is that gonna generate,
No,
Joe?
at this point, you can't say, I don't want to invest in the gas, but I can tell you with T-Mobile, it'll be more than what we're getting down here.
Where is the line for that?
Huh?
Where's the line for that?
Oh, it's not
Yeah,
in
well,
here.
Not yet,
Basically, yeah.
until we actually start taking money in.
Right.
Okay.
So, the first one going down here, that money's already been earmarked by the taxpayers to a vote, 2 years ago, I think, to go right into the fund, into the building fund, okay? So, that's where it will go.
Yeah. I'm just curious as to how long it'll take to get to the point where it takes care of paying for the building, and then after that point in time, where,
See,
then the money, then you need to decide, as a selectman, decide where's that money gonna be earmarked for, is that correct?
well, the biggest part of it is, I mean, the first contract's for 10 years with a 5-year contract after that, and then another 5-year after that, 5 like that. And we have 10-month, and then we have 2 5-year ones, so that's total 20 years,
Right.
okay? Having said that, the money's in the fund balance, okay? I would like to see a little tax, this is my own personal thing as a selectman, John and John have no idea I'm thinking this way. I would like to see some tax relief come fall, when we make the decision, with DRA to reduce taxes. I would like to think at least $1, okay, per thousand. Then I would like to sit and have a warrant article go out that once we start making payments, once we see the payments coming in from the cell tower,
Yeah.
only then we know the monthly payments coming in, then maybe take some of that money in the fund balance and use that as a down payment, go to a bank, secure a loan. I don't want a bond because a bond you pay the interest whether you pay it off early or not. I want to go with a bank note for maybe 15 years, okay? And get the money so we build the building and that payment goes right into the bank to pay that off, okay? And that allows us, if we go ahead and maybe get in a grant, okay, it's $50,000, $75,000, whatever it is, you can now take that money and pay that in towards that building to pay down the principal, okay? Maybe pay this thing off a lot faster than people think, but the seed money has come from the taxpayers
Right.
on that we have already. So all this money is coming in for back taxes and stuff, we can actually utilize that this year, secure a loan, and we've kind of like talked and profiled it off the record like that. Would that be something they'd be interested in? Absolutely, that's a small project for them. So, and we haven't put the building out for bid or nothing yet.
No, no,
We
right.
just got, we got a one number, just like, what do you think it might cost us, just to
Right.
get our heads around something? And Boudel came in at 1.8, and that's with no groundwork or nothing like that. Well, the groundwork's pretty much gonna be done by the end of this month, okay? And if we put it out to bid, you know it's gonna be a lower price than that.
Right.
Okay, so, you know, once we get the bids out in like that, and we present it to the taxpayers and that sort of thing, the down payment, I think they're pretty good, and with that cell tower, and we get that second one, or that one and this one, I don't care what combination, that pretty much should make the payment,
Right.
so.
'Cause the only thing that.
Yeah, the only thing I would say afterwards is, you're gonna have a new building down there, it's like the school, okay? You have to put money away for the future, so you have to put on a roof, or you have to do some maintenance, whatever, because it's not gonna be brand new forever. You can put that back in that fund and keep it there for future maintenance.
Right, I guess my only, and I get that, and I certainly agree with the whole idea and everything. It's just, as long as that can offset, that cost can be offset by the cell tower cost or whatever.
Right.
But then, what's gonna happen, and I know the plan is to move the hot fire and emergency vehicles over to the town, like, are there any, I don't say hidden costs, but what cost is it gonna be to?
We just spent over,
Because that's gonna be the question that's gonna get asked.
I know, but we spent over on that highway garage, because they had mold
Yeah.
up in there like that, we spent close to $125,000.
Right.
Because once they started getting the mold like that, they had to tear the walls down, the insulation was gone, they had, now the electrical was all exposed and out of code, and to build the building, we had to bring it all back up to code, that's all been done.
Right. And I
The
get
only thing
that,
they'll have to do is some type of exhaust system for the fire trucks so they get the diesel fumes out, that's the only other cost I can see it, but having, other than that, they just go over and clean up and make their own.
okay, I can, and that, and I agree with that, and I totally believe that that's the case. I can see.
I know, I
I can see
always,
what's gonna happen, they're
it's
like,
never
no,
just
we
that
need-
simple.
Well, no, and I get that, but I can see it's gonna be like, well, we need washrooms, we need this, we need that, well, okay, you didn't have that in your current building.
But that's the reason we have to move them over, because they are at a deficit, because they don't have bathrooms in the fire
Right.
department. They don't have washer and dryers in there, and they are gonna need that kind of stuff.
Right.
And they're supposed to have.
And we are so far out of code on that with the fire department, doesn't matter, it's volunteer, full-time, part-time, it doesn't matter. They need to have that stuff. I know with Tracy, we've sat here, she didn't want her husband bringing over home her stuff to wash the washing machine like that, because it just doesn't do good.
No, and I get that, I just see that as
My biggest
kind of
thing,
a carry, you know, like it's like, oh, we
Yeah.
have this now, but we want this, this, and this,
Yeah.
because they're getting, and,
it's nice to have a Christmas list,
yes.
but it's a wish list. It's
Right.
not, I'm gonna give it to you list.
Well, no, and I get that, and that's,
But when there's something, the biggest thing, get them in the building, if we have a
Yes.
small project like that, we can budget that throughout the years,
right,
over a period of years. It doesn't have to be all done at one time.
Right.
The biggest thing would be the exhaust system,
right,
okay? That would be, to me, be the biggest caveat we have to take care of. I think if we have it's a part-time thing like that, so the septic system that's over there is working for the highway guys, that's full-time, it should be fine with these
Mm-hmm. Oh, I
guys,
think so, yeah.
okay? So, same with the water. So, I don't see where we're gonna
Okay.
need a lot of that.
No, I just
So.
throwing it out there.
No.
Any
And it
other
should.
questions about deposits? We're in the money to this month, woo-hoo!
Just remember, when
Bring to the
you
tax
do the
purposes.
highway department,
Mhm.
for the highway building, you can't put money for the repairs into that.
No, we have to have a separate one
That's right.
for repairs. Yeah, because that's earmarked just for future repair.
Yeah.
So, did you hear something about the training class, or I'm assuming that's what you're gonna throw in front of me?
Not much to tell you.
Oh, just should know soon, so,
So we're
oh,
still what, we're on.
okay,
we're on
so we're
top
still
of-
trying to do something for
Yeah.
August, September,
Yeah,
before
yeah.
the whole process
Yeah,
starts,
we can
okay,
have
I
that.
was
so,
gonna say, by the
Okay.
time you get to it, man.
Well, I mean, the closer you get to the budget season, you have to
Yeah.
train, the more it's going to be, so when you go into the budget season, it's
So
going to be more
we're-
familiar, you
so-
won't forget
Then
it.
you'll have another
It's kind
excuse.
of- we're all taking
Now we're
notes,
into budget season, we don't have the time, well, you better friggin' find.
They're gonna make the time for it,
Right.
so.
Okay,
Just wanna give you guys a copy, that's the one that came to us, for the town and country. You wanna- Is that go through
are we
it?
supposed to get this?
A lot of
No.
interesting stuff in there.
Then we'll give it to individuals
Oh,
like
What's the
that.
one we're supposed to get every month?
This is the only one that comes
It's
in.
not every month, it would be every 2 months.
Right, it says
Okay,
July,
well,
August on it.
Is
Oh.
this,
This is the book, and they won't send it to everybody, because every town's only allowed so many, and that's it.
We have to pay for it.
You have to pay extra money for it.
I think, it's not
I
digital?
don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Well, it might be, but you need to have a login in that, and I
Right.
think that's restricted as well, I think.
Yes, Laura has it and like that, so.
Okay, so.
But it's a nice book to go through and
Yeah, but
read.
there's so much information and I started tagging off.
I mean, by the time everybody gets to go through like that, probably old news, but still, it's good to see all this stuff.
I think there's stuff out there.
Yeah. You can get them if you want them, but you have to pay for them. I was
When
wrong.
we tried every which way but loose like that, but this is not.
Any other old business, I guess, or new business? We're all good down at the, Sunrise Lake
Yeah.
Village District, so I
Yep.
didn't say it right, whatever. And I guess as part of it, that's all finished, that the 2 beaches have gone back to the associations.
Last
Is that
I heard,
covered-
it's all been
Is that
done.
covered under the village association?
No, the village district is not, and that's a mistake everybody has. The village district is not an association. Each side of the lake has their own association. But it's a village district, that's everybody that lives on the lake.
So if I call it Village, Sunrise Village Districts,
Sunrise Lake Village District, that's SLVD for short.
SLBD.
acronyms at work.
Yep. The only reason that there's a village district at all is because of the dam.
Oh, right.
That's the only reason.
So basically both town beaches are now under the,
Well, no, there were two town beaches that had
Okay.
come back to the town,
Town.
and they followed up with the appropriate the appropriate associations, and they went through and got the paperwork situated, so the associations absorbed those beaches back and were deeded back to the associations.
those were all in Lake Shore.
the Sunrise
Yeah.
Village District, okay.
Yeah, it has
Nothing to do with the Sunrise Lake Village
Okay.
District.
It's the associations.
Deeded back to the association. Okay.
Yeah.
To the correct association or appropriate, whatever you want
Yeah,
to
they
say.
reestablished the Sunrise Lake Association, and it was 1968 it started, 1986 it was dissolved by the state of New Hampshire and the AG's office, and it's been carried off the record, or off the state records for a number of years, because they've been collecting money and dues from the people down around Lake Shore in that area, okay? To do their little fireworks and to keep the little park and stuff like that going, and basketball courts and stuff. But it was never an official association recognized by the state. So, anybody who's a 501c3, every once a year, we have to sit there and send in our financials to the state. They haven't done that for
And
years.
that's, right.
So now,
That's what they did.
so basically, they just got reestablished here a few months back again. They have a board of directors, and they have a treasurer, they have all that kind of stuff like that. So now that they have that back in place and it's legal beagle again, and they're registered with the state of New Hampshire, now they can go in and get the 3 beaches that we inherited without knowing we inherited them, okay, back in their hands. So now the liability again is off the town. So we had no access. You go down there, put your toe in the water, and then it's ready to strain you out, okay? But the town was actually paying for it. I've been paying for it, and I've been in the water once down that lake, the whole time I've been here. You know?
Did they throw you out?
I haven't been in the water.
I was on the other side.
On that side.
Go to
at all.
my beach, I'll throw you out.
Well, I was helping John take the wharfs in, so I don't think it's helping to throw me off until I get the work done.
Well, you.
I shouldn't say that. The other time,
No, you were John,
was-
you're
I
good.
got a call from somebody, there's a beaver trap down on the dam, can you come down and take a look at it? So the game warden come showed up and.
Yeah,
we
after
go-
the fact,
We get the beaver back out.
yeah,
Nice hat.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, he was caught on the ledge underneath the waterfall.
where the
Oh,
dasher,
yeah,
the top of the
low-
dasher boards are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
Yeah.
low head dam, which is really dangerous.
How we got there, I have no clue, but he made it, so. He must
you
have-
guys got him out in the barrel, didn't you?
Actually, the warden showed up and he had one of those little noose things like
Oh,
that, and
yeah.
he snagged it and we just drug it up over. That was a heavy beaver. He's a big boy. So.
Wow, Buzzed it.
Anything else? Questions, comments, concerns? So our next meeting is scheduled for August 20th, 2018, 6:30 here. Hopefully, if we find out anything, if I find anything beforehand regarding their,
If we, we'll let you know. If it
Yeah.
comes in before the next meeting,
Yeah.
we'll make sure everybody knows.
right, because I'm assuming August 20th is almost in the end of the month, so I'm guessing maybe it'll happen
Yeah,
after
because
that.
people are gonna be on vacation here,
Right.
so,
Well, like you said, we'll get a couple, 2-3
She
dates.
wants
So
vacation.
we'll get a couple, 2-3 days, 2-3
Yeah.
dates for them. We'll do the best one that
Yeah,
gets the most
yeah.
people. So if
Yeah.
you can't get everybody, you can't get everybody. We'll do the best we can.
Right,
So
right,
that's all we can do.
okay. I
Is that a
can't,
hint?
I can't make
I
a
make a
motion.
motion to adjourn the meeting.
I second it.
Okay, bye-bye.
7:03?
Sounds good to me.
That was easy.
Well, that's because we're in July.